Hello everybody, welcome to Shop Projects. Today we are taking a tour of my Mack CF686FC, built in 1987. I purchased it at an online auction from a fire department in North Carolina and had it transported down here to Florida. I got a really great deal on it, and yeah, I'm excited to have it. It should be a fun project. Let's go ahead and get started with the tour. We'll do a quick walk around, and then we'll go check out the cab and some of the other compartments on it. So as you can see, it's a pumper truck. It's got a 3-man cab with 2 seats facing rear for a total of 5 crew. Got a variety of compartments on the side here. All of your pump controls over here. As you can see, we're missing a couple fittings, and some of the handles are stuck in or out. I just need to get in there and work on that with some lubricant. Along the side here, we've got your compartments. We've got compartments 1, 2, and 3. Some spare parts in that one. Compartments 1, 2, and 3 here. I need to replace the actuators on these, but they're all basically the same compartment. Varying degrees of functioning actuator. You can see where there were some tools stored in here, but they're no longer stored. Fun fact about the green Hornet, it's full of hornets, which is pretty shocking. I guess wherever it was parked, they just decided to make a couple nests, and I've killed no less than 6 hornets nests on here. So anyways, those are your 3 upper compartments. We've got a lower compartment down here. Empty. And all the compartments are in pretty good shape. There's some rust in some of them. This one actually is probably the worst compartment of all. This lower one here, where the inverter used to be. You can see I've got a bit of a rust issue there. Got my diesel fuel fill right here. Nothing special, it's just a gas cap. Alright, so coming around back, we've got the rear deck of the truck. You can see it's got 2 hose beds up top. We'll climb up on top and take a look at that in a little bit. Yeah, you got the rear compartment. You got a rear suction connection here. Like I said, we've got a bit of rust in this compartment. We've got a power reel for 110 AC. It's an electric wheel, so you can release it by hand, reel it out, and then push a button right here to rewind it back in. I don't have the inverter on the truck, so I haven't been able to test it, but I assume it works. But anyways, I'm pulling it out anyways, since it's about to fall through the floor. Over here we've got where the inverter would live. You can see you've got a little breaker panel for 12 volt to 110. Got brake lights here, and another rear compartment back here. Again, empty, pretty good shape. I went ahead and threw a American flag on it, because that's what you do when you own a fire truck. Over here on this side, we've got where the ladder racks would have been. I've got, I assume these are to hold pikes of varying lengths, 4 foot, 6 foot, and 8 foot. Clearly no pikes in there right now. A couple more compartments. As you can see, this is just another access to where the inverter compartment would have been. Got a compartment up here. A little bit of rust in this guy, but it's still pretty solid. It's mostly thick surface rust. Got hose reels and work lights up there. I'm pretty sure the work lights only run off of 110. I haven't tried to fire them up yet, but I'm pretty sure they're 110 only. I've got access to the pump mechanicals. Access to the pump mechanicals in here. It's a Hale pump. I haven't had a chance to try and fire it up. I need to get the PTO checked out before I try to fire it up. I'm afraid to do it and hurt anything. So anyways, you got that. You've got some discharge and some suction over here. Again, kind of same condition where they need to be worked and oiled a little bit, but I think they're in good working condition. You've got a little bed here for a 5-inch hose or suction line. Up top, you've got your cross lay 1 and 2, which as you can see from looking down here, clear, not connected to anything. Moving on up, we've got the battery bank in here. Got 2 sets, 2 batteries, 4 batteries total. I did have to replace these. I haven't done these yet because you only need 1 bank to start it. So And then if we step up here, we've got one of the passenger seats here. We've got access to the engine in this compartment here. So it's a Mack engine, inline straight 6 diesel, and then it's a Mack transmission as well. You can't really see from this side. We'll go around the other side and check it out. We've also got a little access to the pump compartment here, fluid fill. That is no longer accurate. I had the oil changed first thing when I got it. Underneath the seat here, we've got another compartment just for miscellaneous nonsense down here. No shortage of storage on these things. A little safety sign here. Make sure you wear your hearing protection in this area. I guess it gets loud back here. I've never ridden here, so I couldn't tell you. Coming around the cab, right here, got supposed to be an axe holder. So the head of the axe sits in here and the handle comes back here. We'll have to replace that. So originally the truck, I guess, belonged to the Bailey Fire Department, who turned it into the Green Hornet. Although I'm not sure, that may have been the second stop for the truck, because you can see it was red at some point. So I don't know if Bailey got it red and then changed it to yellow, or what the deal is there. And then Swan Quarter Fire Department, volunteer fire department in North Carolina. So Bailey's in Virginia, Swan Quarters in North Carolina. Then they got the truck and used it as either their primary or their backup, I'm not sure. We've got the gold Mack Bulldog, which means that this is a 100% Mack truck, which is pretty cool. Come around to the front. Oh yeah, we've got the gold Mack Bulldog up there as well. Come around to the front. Big old Mack engine. Not Mack engine, Mack logo, sorry. We've got Mack the Golden Bulldog. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We got the auto eject cable. I haven't tested it yet, but I'll fire it up here in a minute. We'll check it out. I've got another storage compartment here. Nothing special. Another one under the seat. And then this is really the best view of the engine right here for anybody who wants to see what's going on in the engine bay. There we go. All right. So there you go. Like I said, gigantic engine. Gigantic airbox. Yeah, transmissions down there, PTO down there. So the nice thing about this thing being older is there's not a lot to it. You know, it doesn't have all the electronics of your modern vehicle, so it's a little easier to work on, which is nice. Got our battery charger maintainer hidden back there. And once again, we'll take another quick look at here at the pump controls, water controls. Got the Motorola speaker system, so you could stay in contact with your crew, either in the cab or if they're out fighting the fire, you know, they can send water or whatever, on or off. Got throttle adjustment, so you can spool the pump up and down. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it on the outside. Now we'll go up on the deck. Actually, we didn't really talk about that. Up on the upper deck here. Sorry for the bad angle. So up here, we've got our hose reels, which are power retract. Pretty cool. And then we've got our hose beds, which are covered at the moment because they're just hose beds. So nothing too special to see up here. It's still cool though. And then we've got our, here's a look across the front if you want to see what that looks like. So, all right, let's get in the cab fired up. All right, here's the cab. No frills, no thrills. So it's a 3-seater. You know, we got our switches here. Gauge cluster. I've done a light clean on it, so it's not too messy. Manual windows, no surprise there. No door locks. Fire trucks, I guess, don't need door locks. So anyways, we'll get started up. We've got, here's our procedure. We've got the battery switch here. Turns on the fan, which is absolutely lovely on a hot day like today, but terrible for sound quality, so we'll turn it off. So we got that. So we got to select the battery bank. We only have one good bank, so we're picking one. We've got this cutoff switch here, which is basically provides power to everything, including the starters and the gauge cluster. So flip that to on. That's the alarm to tell us that we don't have enough air in the brakes to drive. We'll push the engine stop in and then fire it up. So you can see we got air pressure coming up, and when we get up above 100, that buzzer will stop. So I'm just gonna cut off the switch for now so you don't hear it. So we got that. We'll go ahead and flip on the lights. Take a look at all these lights here. There you go. Take a look. Hey, look at that. So the looks like the auto eject works. Pretty cool. So all the lights, for the most part, are functioning, which is fantastic. I was worried that a rotator was going to need a motor replaced or something like that. You know, the red lights on the front work. These spotlights do work. They're not turned on at the moment. We've got work lights all around the truck. Strobes on the back. Rotator up top. So these work lights back here need a little bit of TLC, probably just bulbs changed out. We got our rear deck work lights. This rotator needs some TLC. I don't know if it's a power problem or a motor problem. We'll figure that out. It's on the list. But yeah, I mean, all in all, pretty awesome truck. I look forward to keeping everybody updated on upgrades and working on it and everything else. So thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you in the next one.